Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is, another Wednesday, and today is my birthday, but there's a reason why I didn't make my video last week. I want to apologize to all of my viewers for not making a video last week, but I was hospitalized. I was in the hospital with a very serious condition. So, why is there disc activity? Oh well. This is why I was not making my video last week. The reason why I was not making my video last week was because I was hospitalized, and I wanted to tell you about my hospitalization right now. I'm going to tell you about it. So it went well. I had some surgery done on an abscess. And let me tell you, if you have diabetes, you have to treat it, because if you don't treat it, you get things like abscesses. And it was a pain in the ass, literally. I had a pain in my bum that was so bad that I couldn't sit down without a cushion. And I finally went to the doctor for it, and she said I had an abscess. And so I had to go in for a CAT scan. And then I went home, and she called me at home and told me that she wanted me to have surgery that night. So I went in Monday evening. I checked into the hospital, and just before midnight they did my surgery on Monday. So I was still hospitalized Wednesday. I was still in the hospital Wednesday, so I couldn't make my weekly video. So I apologize to all of my viewers for not being able to make my weekly video, but it was very serious. I was in a serious condition. In fact, I had sepsis, which is very serious condition. I had a fever of 104, and that was at its worst. At its best, it was 99.5. But that's another story for another time. But that I had a fever, and they had to treat me with antibiotics. And I had an adverse reaction to the antibiotics, and I had to go in again. I had to go in twice I had just left the hospital. They had just given me the all clear, said I was all clear, and then I had an adverse reaction to the antibiotics and had to go back again and get a different antibiotic. So it was a big, complicated process. It was a lot of hard work for me, and it was a lot of hard work for my doctors and the nurses and everybody. I mean, imagine every half hour somebody coming into your room and poking you in the ass. That is how bad it was. That is how bad it was not a fun stay at the hospital. It was not fun at all. It was awful. So I'm glad to be out. I'm glad to be home again and out of the hospital. And I'm just so grateful to my doctors and nurses for taking care of me when I was so sick. And abscess is a serious thing. Again, if you're diabetic, always take your diabetes medicine, because if you don't take it, you're going to be in serious trouble. And I wasn't taking my diabetes medication because it caused diarrhea, and I didn't want to go back to the doctor, so I just didn't take any diabetes medication. And that's when the abscess happened. It happened within a week. It took 1 week for me to get a big abscess. So now it's cut open and they're not sewing it back up again. They're not sewing this abscess back up again because it needs a chance to heal from the inside out. So he wants it to heal from the inside out. And so they cut it open and they left it cut open. And I was very dismayed when I heard that I wasn't going to get sewed up, that I would have a hole in my ass. I was very upset. Very upset. But that's life. That's the way it goes. So I have to keep the wound as clean as possible all the time. I'm taking my sitz baths 3 times a day and keeping it nice and clean, and big abscess. So that's the story. And I'm sorry to, again, this is my birthday, so I don't feel like doing one of my regular videos. This is just an apology to all of my viewers for being absent last week, and I promise it won't happen again as long as I'm not hospitalized. So that's it. And I went to the doctor today on my birthday. I actually went to the doctor on my birthday because the secretary had very little sympathy for me and scheduled a doctor appointment on my birthday. Well, the doctor gave me the all clear. He said it looks great. It looks better than any abscess he's ever seen, and he said he's seen 1 million of them. So, great news. My abscess is doing fine, and it's healing like it should. So, it looks great, and doing fine, and keeping it clean, keeping it super clean, and just healing now, just in the process of healing, and with Goddess's help, I will heal with this abscess. So that's it. Abscess, healing, and take your medicine. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf signing off.